Alright, it's Vampire Survivors. You might say, I've played a lot of Vampire Survivors. This is every single achievement completed, except for the 12 that were just added in an update that launched on April 13th, 2 days ago as of this recording. So, I don't really know much about how to get these things. I know how to banish 20 weapons in a single run. Definitely figure that out. I played far too much of this game. The new DLC is called, what, Rise of the Foscari or something? Tides of the Foscari. Who knows what a Foscari is? It's all new nonsense. Here in Game of the Year, Vampire Survivors, actual BAFTA-winning Game of the Year. Let's show some junk off. So Menya here, you may notice, is identical to this character. They're the same person, but this Menya is Megalomenya. She is literally invincible. Cannot take damage. That's a powerful gimmick. We will pass on that one as we check out the new level that comes with this DLC. Instead, we'll take... I mean, of the normal characters, I like Poe. Let's see how Poe treats us, I guess. Good luck, Poe. We definitely don't want Inverse. We probably don't want Endless. The rest of these seem good. Although... okay, max weapons at 6. We definitely want that. I typically set that much lower, so I didn't want to screw myself over. And here is the new level. An enchanted forest stuffed with fey mysteries and mythological entities. The perfect place to have an average adventure with 0 complications. Can't argue with that. So with Poe, we're going to want to maximize our radius. Hence, Boogaloo of Illusions. There's all sorts of weird weapons here. I'm not going to start banishing them yet. I don't even have 20 banishes. But there are definitely other characters with 20 or upwards banishes. I'll probably grind that out later on, but for now I want to actually see what this has to offer. The gun is really our best choice. It's the most complementary to our aura. Smelly garlic. And the Bible. The only weapon that got nerfed in the game's full release was the Santa Water. That one was deemed too powerful. Once your garlic hits level 2, it automatically kills all the starting enemies. So they can no longer touch me, no matter how hard they try. I don't really know what the starting enemies are supposed to be here. Goblins, I guess. Because this is a fantasy-themed expansion. The last one was Japan-themed. We'll see what they want to throw at us. Last time we were fighting all sorts of kaiju and cryptids of Japanese origin. Tsuchinokos and whatnot. This time I guess it's just going to be Western fantasy tropes. Stuff we've seen in a million games. It's kind of weird that the base game is gothic horror, and they milk that for tons and tons of content, and then for the DLC they take a similarly expansive genre, or even a more expansive genre, and boil it down to one level, a handful of characters, Then just call it a day. For that entire type of fiction. Cockatrice stopping by. It cannot touch me because I have a aura of forced social distancing. Maybe it's time I started exploring the area. I'll take the tiramisu. I always assumed was a joke about the tiramisu. That classic, delicious dessert that I've never had before. The lightning ring kind of sucks. Oh, whatever. I'm going for a very passive build. So that I'll get to just explore while my weapons do all the work. I mean, that is the premise of the game, but even more so the way I'm playing it right now. Will the map show me where the coffin is? There it is. Way over there. It also says that there's an arcana up there. This purple chest contains an arcana. I don't know why an arcana would be on the map in a distant corner before I've even started playing anything. But arcanas are like permanent upgrades that don't take up any of your inventory slots. You only get opportunities to get 3 of them. This one might give you an opportunity for a 4th. I don't know. I really tried to talk myself out of buying this update. And it worked for all of 2.5 days, so here we are. It's kind of funny how ambivalent I am towards this game, considering how much I played of it, which is a lot. It's one of the most disturbingly addictive games they've ever thrown together. They found a formula. It certainly works. I want the other gun. I want to make my guy into an actual Bayonetta here. But they're not giving me that gun. I gotta start making my way towards that coffin. Oh, the torches, it looks like, are replaced with vines in this level. Of course, we can't take a straight path over to the coffin. Wall of trees in the way. And bigger cockatrices every step we take. There. It's like playing Dragon Quest 1. But the random encounters are all coming at you at the same time. And cannot actually affect you. There's a chest back here that I guess I missed. From the last cockatrice I killed. That's the drawback of Poe. Slow as molasses. There's a chest over in the opposite corner as well. Here's something that took me way too long to learn. The escape button skips the music. Love that escape button. I used to dread having to sit through that song every single time. Probably just me. The Boogaloo of Illusions is doing its job. Spreading things out. Not giving me my second gun. All I want is a gun so that I can beat this fantasy world. Hummer roll is terrible. I only took it so I could evolve my garlic. I'm coming up on the point where I will be permitted to evolve my garlic. I've never been sure if it was the 10-minute mark or the 8-minute mark that allows you to start getting evolutions. And And as noted, I played this game far too much, so if I don't know, maybe they haven't told us enough info. Right-clicking skips the thing. Thank you, Xeno. That's, yeah, it saves me reaching across the keyboard. Which was formerly the most amount of effort that I would put into playing this game. Now I don't even have to do that. How did I never consider the right-click before this moment? Give me the second gun. Sure was a lot of level ups all at once. Okay, I gotta keep making progress. There's red gems everywhere. It's gonna get me so many level ups. Oh, wow. Did not expect to find a cape this close to the starting area. Tempted by the victory sword, but really holding out for this. Ate the sparrow. I don't think the Spellbinder does much of anything with my current weapons. Duration is a weird upgrade because most weapons are unaffected by duration. I don't even want that clasp. Didn't even realize I was stumbling towards it, paying so little attention to that specific thing. Got my evolution at least. So I found a cul-de-sac, I guess I gotta go around. Guess I gotta go around the other way. We'll get there. The only threat is the cape. Nothing else seems to be able to harm me. For the time being. The unique level in the last DLC was devastating. Hey, Dravenlock, 11 months in. Astounding. Tremendously appreciated. I recognize, like, all the people showing up in chat right now. Oh, there goes my tiramisu. I ate it. Accidentally. Did not want to do that. But it's fine. After all that work I did for the second gun, too. Since I'm going to be stuck with the second gun, let's get the thing that makes it bounce all over the place. Because that's a good thing. Or the counterpart. The counterpart is also very good. These are new weapons that I've never seen before down there. That's not the bouncer. There's the bouncer. The bouncer is probably better than the counterpart. So I'll take the bouncer now and go for the counterpart next. Because the bouncer means basically all of my attacks are hitting multiple times. Can't complain about that. Found a bridge. This lake is a little narrow. I assume we are on, like, a river leading from the lake. Oh yeah. Aleister Crowley's Satan Bible. So between the two things that constantly attack everything around us, and are constantly increasing area of effect. Pretty deadly. Wings. I'm going to want to give this character wings. He's too slow as it stands. Should have grabbed it when I had the chance there. I should have many more chances to come. Yeah, here's Arcana. Which I can get a fire effect for my guns. What does this one do? Generate explosions. I've taken this one before, even when I had a lot of these different weapons. And it typically felt like it didn't do much of anything at all. Perhaps it's been buffed. But I doubt it. Almost out of rerolls. But there we go. Our counterparts. Now I have so many guns. So many guns that it's causing slowdown. Slowing the game down, getting us to the point where every single thing we do makes the screen, every single pixel on the screen, refresh every frame with different stuff, which is the Vampire Survivors experience that we all know and love. Do I go for an evolution? Do I increase my range even more? I gotta go for even more range. The cross evolution isn't even that good, all things considered. We got hobbit houses. I'm not allowed inside, even though I look like Gandalf. Gandalf is not invited in this AU. Gonna try not to make Tumblr-specific jokes about Gandalf, because I'm confident no one would get them. I barely get them. So enough said about that. More area of effect. The main thing that matters. How far away is the golden egg and the chest that I left behind? There's the egg. Permanent speed upgrade. Not movement speed, though. Shot speed. Oh, we got a wolf farmer. Is that a fairy tale? Not one I'm familiar with. Thunderloop. Covers more area than the default lightning ring. So far, I'm steamrolling this level, but I really shouldn't get cocky. Random always. Now all future upgrades will not slow me down. Game's on an auto level system. I gotta go for this coffin. The coffin will presumably unlock a character, who will presumably unlock achievements that will then unlock everything else in this expansion. That's how this thing tends to work. And there's the coffin. I just walk in. Yep. Very little resistance. And it's not a vampire. It's Eleanor Yziron. That's not a very fantasy name. That's the fantasy name of a villain. If you were to read a fantasy novel, and the villain was named Uzaran or something like that, that would be believable. Oh, but maybe it's one of those stories where the villain used to be a good guy, and now his relatives had to come to defeat him. Be the heroes. That's a classic fantasy twist. I've certainly written hundreds of D&D characters that had exactly that backstory. There are chests everywhere. Thankfully, the chests have no animation whatsoever if they don't contain some kind of prize, like the candy box. I will gladly take, at this point, the pentagram. But I don't have the crown to level it up. In that case, the victory sword's better. Maybe if I get the ultra candy box, then I'll take the upgraded pentagram. Sneaking around the lake. My gunshots are glitching through the trees. Maybe the trees are supposed to be glitchy here. Maybe that's part of the story you're telling with this expansion. They certainly aren't easy to navigate. Oh, the crowns are over here. I can go grab crowns. So I guess I should have bought a pentagram. It's kind of funny. You get a Bible, and when you evolve the Bible, it becomes evil. But then you get a pentagram, and when you evolve the pentagram, it becomes like the crescent moon. It's like this holy symbol of cleansing evil. So not all of our upgrades are evil. Not even secretly. Here comes a chest. We know what's inside. The only thing I have that can still be upgraded. And $200. You may have noticed on the title screen I have over $1 million. Just lying around that I don't even have anything to spend it on. And for some reason I'm not allowed around this tree. That kind of sucks. I'm just at a dead end. The monsters aren't going to kill me. That seems pretty clear at this point. If anything, this game has gotten even more spammy with its projectiles over the updates. I've had runs where I got the area of effect of a rune tracer so ridiculous that it just constantly covered the entire screen with its trails behind it. So the entire screen was just wobbly whiteness. You could see nothing. You could see no ground, no objects. You couldn't see your character. Just numbers scrolling up in the corner. Obviously, I have a bad habit of building into area of effect. It's just so useful for absolutely everything. I can rarely resist that boogaloo of illusions. It's good stuff. I mean, look what area of effect is doing for me right now. Full screen clear every couple of seconds. That was a whole lot of level ups right there. Here comes a whole bunch more. No, just like 2. Then ghosts. Ghosts that I cannot kill. I can kill the regular ghosts. But this thing is tracking me and not taking damage and glowing green. Spirit of nature seems displeased with what I've done. It's like this. Well, the spirit of nature didn't do anything. So whatever. Bye, nature. I'm gonna continue steamrolling everything. I don't care what depressing, ill-fated protest you put in my way. I will crush all of nature to build the thing that no one needs or wants. That is surely the commentary this game is going for. It's hilarious that on Twitch I have to broadcast in lower bit rates because I don't have very high bandwidth. And this game refreshes every pixel on screen every single frame, which is devastating for the it's devastating for bitrate. I think that's one of the reasons this game is so popular for streamers, is it's a way of showing off how powerful your rig is. Here's Eleanor. She gets an S. An S-ranked character. Spell Stream at level 10. Spell Strike at level 20. Then Academy Badge at level 30. What does any of that mean? Something about uniting the three of them unlocks the character. So that may be good. Okay, presumably, we just need to get these three weapons up to level 6, and then they should evolve into a third thing that also unlocks the character. If I know how this game works. And I suspect that I do. We got new music tracks with the update. Let's see if I can find the hidden tracks on here. You'll know why they're hidden. There we go. Definitely won't regret selecting this. Now, I have no idea what the S does, so I don't know what to pair it with. But Boogaloo never goes wrong. It's never steered me wrong, and it never will. Okay, it shoots a little laser. It's pathetic, so I need garlic. Gotta turn myself back into Poe. And there we go. Now the goblins can't hurt me. Kinda want to go for a gun build again, but I'll take whips. Summon Knight gets really, really good if you evolve it. That's quite the investment. Knives are super reliable. I'm about to die. I need some upgrades are real bad. I hate to have to take armor, but it does seem a little necessary. Yeah, I guess they made it so that even the most basic enemies can now touch you, even when you have decently upgraded garlic. What have we here? Our new weapon. Didn't say anything about requiring any additional items in order to evolve these things. They should be like the birds in that they evolve one another. No particular additional input from you. Just collect them all and reap the rewards. I hope. I also hope that it will allow me to pick another one up when I hit the requisite level, because I did fill all of my weapon slots. Which means I cannot take the other whip. That's probably okay. Garlic evolution. It heals you a little bit, but it's really not worth it. You saw how that healing treated me in the last run. There we go. There's the next weapon. Am I allowed to get it? Strikes of the nearest enemy. Damage further multiplied by might. It filled a passive slot. That's weird. But I'm holding all three. Oh, here's the shopkeeper. I could buy a whole lot of golden eggs. I've certainly got 1,000,000 gold. I've got almost 10 million gold. I finally looked at the number of digits I had. So I just need to really upgrade every single spell strike thing I get here. That'll unlock new characters, and then I can do more achievement grinding. Lucky me. Tirana's box increases absolutely all of your stats. Which makes it pretty good. I feel like having upgraded stats. Okay, it did not actually take one of my passive slots. It just appeared to do so. All of our unique spells here are starting to do work. But they do still seem to be on the weak side. There's the new spell, the ultimate spell. What have we here? Bonus amount of revivals in exchange for growth. I feel like I don't want that, but I should take it anyway. For science purposes. But growth is the amount of experience we get per gem. Growth is normally a thing that I focus on even more so than area. If I can boost growth, I will every single time. But they want me to trade my growth for something. So I guess I will. What's in the box? More knives. We're already getting the screen nice and blurry, with lots and lots of very basic attacks. Nothing I have here is doing anything particularly devastating. But it's just enough to spread out an aura of kill everything that gets near me. Which is all I ever wanted. I'm gonna see if I can find a path to get to, like, the crown here. I found the bracers lying on the ground last time. Okay, the crown's in the middle here. Very nearby. I don't see how to get into that area. This clearly ain't it. They like to throw sort of maze-like level layouts at you, so that you get more value out of these one levels you're buying per DLC pack. Because if they were just the giant squares that every other level in the game has been, it would be a little underwhelming. Speaking of a maze, though, this appears to be a literal hedge maze to get the crown. Not much of a maze. God, this water texture. 3 items. I got single items in every single chest in the first run. Feels like there should be more inside of this maze, but definitely not down that branch. Surely there are other parts of the maze. Nothing on the map indicates that there's anything of value in there. Oh, the Academy badge can be leveled up. Fires one more projectile, XP gain decreases by 3%. Again, kinda don't want to level that up, but it might be useful. Max it out or something. Yep, everything we're seeing here is brand new, in fact. Besides most of the weapons that I'm using. This DLC pack was announced on April Fool's Day. But the prank was that it's not a prank. It actually did come out about a week and a half afterwards. And now I'm playing. So far, it really is just more Vampire Survivors. The last DLC pack at least had some interesting gimmicks thrown in there. Maybe this one does as well. We shall find out. Maybe the music here is the only prank. The addition of kazoo. And the kazoo is optional, of course. I just went out of my way to find it and activate it. Critical hits for knives. If I had more weapons that applied to, that would be better. Stating the obvious. Interesting. Nope. Still terrible. Okay, that was every single Arcana, and none of them are any good for me. So I guess I'll get this. That does literally nothing. There's more wolf farmers. Hit the threshold that gives me 1,000,000 level ups at the same time. Never been entirely clear why this happens, but it does. Almost every run. Yep, more level ups. I have too many items. I'm like over the item cap, so I do need to level up a lot of things very quickly. I've had runs where in the entire half hour I was not able to unlock all the stuff that I had picked up off the ground. I grabbed too many different items. There were not enough level ups in the world to max them all out. Looks like sheep are attacking me now. Let me check something. Yeah, 6 there, 6 there, 6 there. And 6 on the Academy badge. So those will all be maxed out fairly soon, and then we can probably fuse them together as soon as I find a chest. Kinda don't want to kill the cockatrice until after I have everything at level 6, but I don't think I'm gonna have a choice. It's probably gonna get obliterated well before then. And I accidentally blasted it out of bounds. We did see when that happens, because I did blast stuff out of bounds over the lake last run. The chest flies inbounds afterwards. Okay, Toronto's box wants to go to level 9. I think I just maxed out all the spell weapons. When this one hits level 9, it increases enemy speed, health, quantity, and frequency by double. Bring it on. I'm feeling overconfident. Knock me down a peg. Okay, we got an evolution coming. It's just the Rune Tracer. I have no future. Thanks for reminding me, video game. That just makes Technicolor explosions at the corner of every screen. The knife evolution is one of the best in the game. We'll have that very soon. Random always. I don't play this game to think. What am I fighting here? Looks like maybe a woman in green. It's kind of Lady of the Lake stereotype. Here, let's get a good look at her. There's green horses. And then like little green people. Yeah, like Robin Hood types. Or Lynx. Like Legend of Zelda Link. I also thought it was corn at first. Glad I wasn't the only one who thought that. Here we have super knives. I did just fuse all of my spells together, which gives me a new weapon slot. These weapons suck. Flames of a spell are also kind of bad, now that I think about it. The cats. The cats are one of the worst weapons in the game, but they're cats. And bury yourself in cats. Here they come. They automatically got a ton of level ups, so now the whole screen is cats. There's nothing I can do about it. Just giant kaiju cats. Like on that YouTube channel where they made a diorama cafe. And it was about to go under, so they turned it into a cat cafe. And now Forced Perspective has created a world of giant cats. Endlessly attacking train tracks. Why is the screen shaking? What is going on? I think I made the cats too powerful. They might be tearing apart reality. Be sure to withhold power from cats. Because yeah, these ones appear to be tearing apart the seams of this entire level. Now, what are these things? They look like Gorons. I wonder just how Legend of Zelda inspired this whole DLC is. Because we know how Castlevania inspired the base game is. 100%. Maybe every DLC will just be a different NES classic. Adapted to a roguelike game that plays itself. How quickly can I kill this cape? Oh, it's getting close. And kill it that quickly. There it goes. And we got some snakes coming at me. That's the thing with these Western fantasy stories, is that they've been ubiquitous for so many decades that everything in them seems kind of generic at this point. The Japanese stuff and the Castlevania stuff had more personality, in my opinion. I was not excited for this DLC when it was announced, and I did not intend to get it, and then I did, because it's cheap. And here we are. I'll take a wake. A bunch of resurrections, which will hopefully turn into a bunch of money when we complete this run. I really don't get why the screen keeps shaking. That is not typically an effect of any of the weapons we have. It must be the spells that I've combined together into a single weapon here. Because that's the only thing that's different compared to every other run I've done for this game. Oh, I died. But I have many revives now. So I guess when you get 3 different types of spells, and combine them all together, it shakes the screen a bunch. To the detriment of enemies, I'm guessing. I picked up an attractor, but I didn't see anything fly at me. Maybe the cats ate the attractor. If you leave items laying on the ground and the cats stumble upon it, there's a chance they will destroy that item. I think that's what happened. If they did rip off NES games for every expansion to Vampire Survivors, then we could theoretically get a Splatterhouse 1 Paco Graffiti expansion. That I would buy. Unlike this expansion that I obviously did not buy very soon after its initial release. I left the chest over here, full of money. The ghost elk is getting larger and larger. There's another chest back in that same area. I guess I killed another boss while I was over there. Whatever, it might have a candy box inside, but probably not. So I'll just cut a path to safety with all my knives. Kill these things, whatever they may be. They're like robed dryads or something. Forest mages. And praying mantises. And then suddenly, the entire screen turns into enemies. This happened in the last DLC level as well. That there would just be a wave where it's all unstoppable enemies and survival is virtually impossible. But I have access to a literally invincible character. I think I'm gonna bust them out next. Yeah. Because this is a bunch of achievements that I just got. I do want to see a completed run. 6,000 Sammys will unlock a new character. Yeah, that final wave, you'd have to build your character very, very specifically and get pretty lucky with what you received along the way. Evolve the Skazbur. The flash arrow. I need to survive with Keith the Muart first. I need to get Merido Cuts and survive for 15 minutes. Does that mean it's a character? And defeat the avatar of Gaia. Well, let's see what we got. Here's Merido Cuts. Gains a temporary armor bonus after getting damaged. Weird. Receives Academy Badge. I don't like the Academy Badge. Stop giving it to me. I do want to unlock Sammy. That's like a weird Nyan Cat caterpillar. A Nyan caterpillar, as it were. Seems inevitable that I will, because you gotta kill 6,000 of the Sammy enemies. Just find their home base and kill them all. That's how it worked with this Kappa guy. Probably how it works with Sammy. Here we have Menya. Menya literally cannot die. So we are all set. I can even put it on inverse. I can take it off kazoo music. That was a little much for an entire run. There we go, perfect. I'm gonna take... Will this give me enough banishes? Yes, I have 121 banishes. So I'm gonna banish a whole bunch of weapons here. Because I can't die. Doesn't matter what I do. 2. I'll give my bird a friend. 3. 4. No weapons there. Gladly banish that for 5th. Nope, no weapons here. Guess I'll go for this crown if they're not going to give me one naturally. And of course, the map is inverted. So everything that was once up is now down. The maze was even easier to navigate this time. Utterly trivial. I think we're on 6 banishes there. I don't know why I took the birds. The birds are among the worst weapons in the game. Oh yeah. 7. Oh, there's a list of bandages down at the bottom. I can just count those. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I like the axe, but it's gotta go. We'll max out the crown. So that means more level ups and more banishes. Bracelet. Terrible weapon. Get that out of here. The Bible I like. That's gotta go. Santa water. I was saving that one. I was hoping I could be able to grab it later on, but no. You got, like, cat people. Puss in Boots is attacking me. Really does seem more like fairy tales than specifically fantasy tropes. Does it seem like the big bad wolf and some sheep were coming at me? That does look like Puss in Boots. Maybe Shrek is coming my way. Legitimately don't know if I will have enough weapons left over to fill out my list at the top. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're getting there. That should be 16. Pretty sure there's still plenty of weapons that I can banish. There's one. 17. Ah, that's a weapon. You wouldn't think so, but yeah, Laurel was a weapon. And number 18. Lightning Ray is one of my least favorite weapons. And the penultimate one that I need to banish. Get that other gun out of here. That should be 20. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's see if I can find the merchant and purchase some of the terrible weapons that he sells. As there is not much left in actual weapons that I'm allowed to purchase. What do you got for me? His inventory is upside down? Sort of. Throw me a bone. Extra Arcana, why not? Don't need these other things. Nothing particularly impacts the weapons that I have. And I banished, like, everything that could be of any use. Gold Fever. That's always fun. Oh, I wish I could banish this thing now. And I can. But it feels like a waste. I never normally use my banishes, or my skips for that matter. Hey, the best weapon in the game. Didn't banish that, so we're all good. As noted, I literally cannot lose this run. I'll take 4 seasons as well. So let's explore. What else is there? The map is not telling me much. There's Sammy. Cute little caterpillar guy. Those have appeared very infrequently, so if I gotta kill 6,000 of those, that would take many, many, many loops at this level. Unless they have a home location somewhere. That spawns a lot of them. I got a bunch of my level up gems. Yeah, I'll take the attract orb, why the hell not? And the stone mask. So I don't have to pick things anymore. I'm fairly certain I have the yellow sign. I'm pretty sure I have 100%ed the game pre-DLC. To the best of my recollection, I have everything that is not associated with the DLC. and several things that are associated with the DLC. I don't think I've seen this path before. Into the spooky woods. Looks like it leads to armor. Or dead ends. Some of the paths randomly lead to armor. Others lead nowhere. Ah. Skull-o-manic. The punishment. Buff all the enemies. These days I also try to boost Curse, which powers up the enemies but also increases their number, which means you get more experience as you kill them. Okay, I found part of the maze that goes nowhere. Yellow sign shows you an item that shows you the whole map. Interesting. Let's see. Nothing popping out. As far as what the map wants me to know right now. I'm navigating things fairly easily. Been to this spot before. Passed on that clasp back on the first attempt through this area. Arcana. I have no good weapons, so buffs don't really matter. Vaguely tempted to take the thing that upgrades the bone. I guess I'll take that. Okay, there's a giant, whatever that is, chasing me across the lake. Corn person. I still have come up with no better theory as to what that is supposed to be other than a corn person. $700 gold in a small chest is actually surprisingly high. That's got to be close to the highest possible roll. Most of my small chests have had like 200 gold inside. Fine, I'll take the clasp. Did say I was increasing curse. That's one way to do it. Fill the cape. Give me time now. Unfortunately, the forest path doesn't lead anywhere particularly good. Unless you really want to evolve either the Clock Lancet or the other thing, the Laurel. So I forget if the Laurel uses the rings or the clasps. If I'm gonna evolve one, I usually evolve them both. So I mixed them all up in my head. courage to maybe head over this way. Hey, I found a Sammy. Yeah, Sammy's everywhere. Beautiful. The odds that I would find 6,000 of them in a single run are very, very, very low. I should find quite a few. Fire wand. It's pretty bad, especially if I can't upgrade it. Pentagram. Love that thing. Summon more Sammys out of the forest. And chop them up. They're cute, but they must die. Alright. So the game's pretty automatic. I literally cannot die, so... Figured out the level for our purposes. Anyone in chat got anything fun going on? I've used up all my activities to discuss while playing World of Horror. Here on this weird avant-garde roguelike-a-thon that I've stumbled into. I am lucky that I got both these updates back to back. Give me something to do. I mean, I have no shortage of things to do. I'm moving in like less than 2 weeks. But I still like to stream while I'm hacking and cleaning. And this DLC was dirt cheap, so perfect thing to pick up. Stream for a little while. Give myself a much needed break. Okay, every time I stumble into this corner, a million Sammys gonna attack me. I wish it was a million. So that would unlock the playable Sammy character very, very quickly. Oh god. Computer repairs can be a nightmare. Kyril's dealing with having to fix a laptop. That does not come across as being any sort of fun. The many, many times I've had the computer issues. This is the weird crap I always try to do with computers, for the sake of recording obscure videos and stuff. Those have been some of the most frustrating experiences of my life. But they do eventually work out. You try at it for long enough. I mean, I had a decade-old computer that I was still recording modern video games on. Modern-ish. Modern by my standards. So it's astounding the things you can accomplish with very, very old technology if you're willing to make compromises. But before last year, I really was strong badass in my usage of technology. I've been meaning to do more reading. I have a ton of books that I purchased for research purposes to pick up info for future reviews and stuff. Reading is one of the hardest activities to do when you are having a hard time focusing because you're so overworked and exhausted. Exhaustion makes it very, very hard to read. I don't know what I just picked up there, but I got another Arcana that I don't need. So it looks like there are like a million tree people coming at me now when I pass the 20-minute mark. And that is what keeps murdering my other runs, but this character can't die, so it doesn't matter. When we hit 30 minutes, this character dies instantly. Just has a heart attack, immediately heals over. So I might not be able to kill this Heart of Gaia boss thing, or whatever. Maybe it'll be at the center of this level. Are you the Heart of Gaia? Crystal here. I thought I played Endless Mode with this character one time, and she still died at the 30-minute mark. That was my recollection anyway. I could be misremembering, because it would have been a while ago. I haven't played this game in quite a while before the DLC came out. Oh, did my shit crash? Okay. We should have missed virtually nothing. I caught the crash very quickly there. Classic OBS crash. Happens all the time. Unfortunately. So I just paused it. And let's see where we left off. I mean, at the end of this peninsula, killing everybody, and not knowing what to do with this big crystal. Maybe I can kill this thing. Or maybe it wants to go to the crystal. Something just happened. That sound, that specific sound that just played, typically means something good happened. I recall that happened when I beat previous bosses, and in the process unlocked new characters. So I don't even know what just happened. There's too many explosions happening on screen at all times. But I suspect it was beneficial. I guess we'll see. And yeah, Windows Security doing a great job right now. Thanks for stopping by. A little stream cameo. We are coming up on that 30-minute mark. If this level has anything else to throw at me, I better do it quick. It's not common for bosses to, like, appear at a minute threshold in this game. I know the dairy farm has a specific boss that shows up at a specific time frame. I think a few of those, actually. Look at this. If my character wasn't invincible, they would be profoundly dead. Even with frequent screen wipes from my pentagram, it's unsurmountable. That's the only word for it, unsurmountable. That definitely is a word, and it's the correct one. Look at how many writhing enemies there are. And as soon as they get wiped out, they immediately come back. That's pretty wild. But it is just all the big tree guys with halberds. They look like minotaurs. I wanted them to be minotaurs. Okay, we got weird ghosty creatures now. I've never seen the game slow down this badly. That wave of enemies, it did not like them. This DLC has exceeded the game's limitations. Nice work. Okay, I did kill the Avatar of Gaia at some point. That is probably what that shattering sound meant. And I banished 20 weapons. So now all I gotta do is a thing with Maroto Cuts. 6,000 Sammys, I know where they live, so I can go hunt them down. Evolve a sword, get the arrows. It's feeling like this update has less content than the last DLC. Still has content. It's worth the less than $2 I paid for it. But it's a little scarce. A little bit scarce. What does Seal 2 do? Banish an item from the level up choices, or pick up from light choices. So the same as Seal, but you could do it twice as often. Basically, we could seal 20 items if we felt like it. That would wipe out a lot of options. Well, there's really nothing else to show off. These are very simple things to accomplish. Yeah, my first playthrough of the Japan-themed DLC, I did not accomplish nearly as much in the, like, hour and a half that I played it. This one I kind of steamrolled. I mean, I did use the invincible character. That changes things. Yep. I found the full screen button. You know, I've never been able to get this game to play in full screen, and now I just did. It's screwing things up. I had it set up to not be in full screen. Weird. We can do Twitch channel integration. Even though people watching live have rightfully tuned out. Because the bitrate renders everything I'm doing unrecognizable. Let's at least see what this new weapon is all about. Oh, it's sort of like the whip. I did do Twitch integration, so if anyone wants to press a number, they will decide what happens. I'm not allowed to. Clicking things, nothing's happening. Fortunately, the game picked randomly garlic for me. Oh no, Blast Tyrant picked garlic for me. Good choice. Now at this point, it's just one person playing the game for me. And yeah, we're mostly seeing like weapons that I haven't had a chance to show off. It would be impossible to know what they do unless you own the game yourself and have played it extensively. I'm pretty curious about what this new sword thing does. I like the Fang weapon, the Summon Knight. Makes those spikes come down. Oh, we're almost filling all of our weapon slots already. level up's coming fast and furious. So I barely get to move between each level up. Get the sword going. Candy box you don't often see. Apparently I didn't get anything there. And we have a choice for Twitch chat to just attack me with light sources or Medusas or a stalker. I don't know what a stalker would be. I don't think I've ever seen that option before. All I'm noticing is that this character is super slow. It does make it very hard to explore this very large area. Hey, light sources. There's always a pretty big Twitch delay. That's not even a bandwidth thing, really. That's just a Twitch thing. And the delay between selections is just barely enough that chat can keep up with it. But they're trying. A valiant effort is being made. Yeah, the Twitch integration thing is it's a fun gimmick. We played it once with like a bunch of people in chat. And that was really cool. I personally have no idea what passives would be required to upgrade the Excalibur. I don't know why meteors are now falling into the ground. With the last DLC, it took 2 different passives to upgrade most of the weapons. But those passives were typically on the map already. So if I had to guess, it would be armor, maybe. I'd say armor is highly probable. Perhaps it's the only thing required to upgrade the Excalibur, or it might just be part of it. Like we need the armor and, I don't know, the crown. Or armor and gauntlets would make a lot of sense. Even though speed, attack speed has no effect on the melee attack that the sword does. So the bracers would be a hilarious waste of all of our time. Doesn't mean they wouldn't force us to pick them up anyway. Yeah, maybe they will make our character dress up as King Arthur. Oh, hey, this guy's here. Try and drown me. That guy's kind of a pain because you, like, can't avoid him properly. You sort of have to run away from that area. Oh, am I still on inverse? I hope I turned off inverse. So that makes the level 3 times harder. No, we're still on inverse. Okay, this run is going to die. Probably pretty soon. Especially because I appear to be up against a brick wall. And death is going to drown me. don't seem to have any way of escaping death. Tree line is impenetrable from here. Maybe somewhere over this way I'm allowed to go away from the dancing water. Okay, he disappeared. He despawned on me. Good riddance. Uh-oh. I'm about to awaken a cape. Sword is officially upgraded with armor. My instincts were correct. Or I guess unofficially upgraded with armor. I'll believe it when I see it, but it seems likely. Most of the weapons have some kind of logic to what passive upgrades them. Four Seasons, I always have no particular understanding of what it even does. We do still have one open weapon slot. Waiting for something. It looks like some of the enemies I've killed, like, splashed blood? Yeah, there's a little blood splashing animation. That's kind of neat. We've got fish people. And just trout. Trout are wandering around the level as well. My damage output is kind of plateaued. And I don't have a lot of good ways of dealing with all the enemies. Because I accidentally left it on inverse, so they have triple the health they're supposed to. I'm not going through this maze. The maze will absolutely kill me. Leaves me stuck in too small an area. And then I can't get out. We could get the third spell item. You've seen what that does. Yeah, we've got a Mage Knight. None of the spells seem to be good on their own. But when they combine, they do a full screen attack thing. At least I think that's what the screen shaking effect was implying. That it was attacking everything all at once. There's a new weapon down at the bottom there. I'm gonna go grab that. Once I'm allowed to move. I'll take it. Oh, I touched the cape. It died instantly. I got revives. Thankfully, the cape is very slow. So I can evade it rather effortlessly. I can't even read the Twitch-specific attacks fast enough. So they keep disappearing every time the level up appears. We got Light Sources, Twins Piles, and Jelly Swarm ×2. Can't even fathom what Twins Piles might mean. I don't have the means to worry about that. I'm running for my life. Okay. Trans flagfish are coming at me fast and furious. I can't really keep up with them. They have pretty low health, so I'm taking them all out. Yeah, we did hear that enemies scale with your level. higher the level, the more murdered you will be. Which is why that very late phase, where I have a very high level, is insurmountable. You just need to, like, control your level. Or at least get the most out of every single level. Or survival is impossible. Garlic's ready for evolution, but we... Oh, we do have the thing that evolves it. Good for us. I forget if there was an achievement for evolving the Excalibur. I know there was one for surviving 15 minutes with this character. I forget if the weapon evolution counts as well. I got like 5 level ups at once. So, you cannot escape, and there's, yep, plenty more where that came from. I don't want to influence anyone, but there's a choice here that I'm very into. We did not go with that choice. I would have taken the crown. I love the crown. But it would have driven my levels out of control. And then I would have gotten obliterated by a later wave of enemies. But we could always evolve the Excalibur and survive 15 minutes before that wave shows up. Then it won't matter what level we are. We would get all the relevant achievements. And we could die in peace. And the people want me well armored. Uh-oh, Cape's catching up. Oh, Cape touched me. Game over. I never should have awoken that Cape. It was unstoppable. Typically, you don't need to max out your passives in order to have them as an evolution thing, but sometimes you do. So that is a good instinct that we probably would have needed to max out the armor. And yeah, we did need to evolve it for a new character, and then survive for... Oh, I guess to unlock the weapon for other characters to use. Then this guy probably has the arrows, and then we evolve it, and we get money, and then we unlock Sammy's. There we go. That's Tides of the Foscari or whatever. Like I said, a bit scant as new content packs go. Underwhelming compared to the last one. But fun enough. More Vampire Survivors is more Vampire Survivors. No one can argue with that. And I'm done here. Thanks for helping with that last playthrough. Chat did well. I performed poorly. I woke up the Cape and then I walked right into it twice. That was what did us in. Everyone else did their job admirably. And my job here is done. Thanks for joining me, and have yourselves a good one.